What it do? You know what time it is, and you definitely know what it may be. Bloodstone the Street Preacher, late night hyping after the SLAVE. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is all well with everybody out there. Thank you to everybody tapping in, and thank you to those that will tap in later on. Yeah, man. Positive vibes on the late night hyping after the slave with Bloodstone the Street Preacher. You know what I'm saying? Different part of the world, different parts of the world. Good morning, good evening. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Just jumping in here, tapping in, man. Once again, every Friday and Saturday evening, every Friday night, Saturday morning, midnight, and every Saturday night, Sunday morning, also midnight. You know what I'm saying? I'll be jumping on here doing my thing, man. Trying to build up my situation, trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? Creating content, trying to stay with it, man. Stay committed. You got to go through it to get to it. So late night hyping after the slave, man. Also, make sure you check me out every other Wednesday, either coming from the Speeds Eye or once again, man, we upgrade. We coming from the headquarters pretty soon. Shout out to my brother Trey Boogie. Get your mind right. If you haven't checked out the most recent episodes, you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell. All is well. You know what I'm saying? And you can check out all the latest episodes and get your mind right. And late night hyping after the slave, man. You know what I'm saying? Support local artists. Support local cats out here just trying to just support anything independent, man. We out here trying, man. It's hard. If you're feeling what I'm spilling, go and hit that cash app in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm over here independent, man, so it's all on me. Appreciate those who support, man. I'm almost to 600 subscriptions, man. Subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Slow motion is better than no motion. I'm just trying to keep it pushing, homie. All positive content. No negative energy, homie. All positive content here. Late night hyping after the slave. Make sure you check out my health is wealth journey for all the G homies out there. And for all the, all the older ladies. As we get older, I'm always going to push this, man. As we get older, we need to stay a little bit more moving, man. There's a lot of people. We in Generation X, I think it's called Generation X, where we're getting up there in age now, man. I'm 52 myself. Lord bless me, I'll be 53 this year. And, a lot of people that we know already got ailments and stuff like that, man, gout and diabetes and, just not really in shape. I'm not perfect. My weakness is buttermilk bar donuts, old fashioned glazed donuts, and red velvet cake. Every now and then, man, I knock down some chocolate, man. I like that chocolate too, man. But, you know, try to even it out, man. I'm not going to be perfect. I try to go to the gym at least 3-4 times a week. Drink my protein, everything, man. Like I said, check out my health as well journey. You know what I'm saying? It's motivation. It's motivation, you know what I'm saying, for the older gentlemen and the older ladies, man, just to stay moving. We ain't going to be perfect. Never going to be perfect, man. But, we got to stay moving to try to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? So check me out. And also, I started a new thing, man. The life of the independent artist. Besides doing for those who don't know, besides doing podcasts and everything like that, man, I've been doing music for over 20 years. It's basically, man, it's my, like I said, it's my passion. I love it. And I also act a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But my main thing is rapping, Bloodstone Street Preacher. And, I'm jumping into podcast situation. And I'm also experimenting with acting, man. So, any directors out there looking for any extras or people to play parts, man, I've been in 3 or 4 movies. Shout out to my brother Oba. You know what I'm saying? Temperatures rising, over 1 million streams on Tubi, man. So make sure you check it out, man. Independent film, homie. The homie doing his thing, man. Temperatures rising. I was blessed to be in that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out. Jackpot Factor Fiction, available on YouTube, man. Shout out to my brother Jackpot up here in Los Angeles doing his thing, man. Appreciate you, homie. And Sunken Strain, also available on YouTube, man. Make sure you check that one out. Shout out to Michael, you know what I'm saying? And everybody up there, man, that let me come up there and do my thing, man. Bless me with the situation. Thank you very much. You know, shout out to the homegirl, the battle rapper Joe, you know what I'm saying? Under my battle rapper homegirl from Australia, Joe, you know what I'm saying? She's the one that gave me the plug. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. But yeah, man. Auntie's house, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homegirl Tiff. Going nowhere fast, you know what I'm saying? Available on Vimo, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homegirl Tiff. I've been in a couple of little films, man. So, you know, just keep striving. But my main thing is the music. So, you know, check out my music, Bloodstone Street Preacher, on all digital platforms if you haven't checked it out yet. So, you know, we're going to get into a situation, man. You know, first and foremost, I want to say rest in paradise. Rest in paradise to a lady I know who had made a lot of differences in people's lives up in Los Angeles, you know, on Skid Row, Miss Shirley. You know, I think she was the owner and the creator of Beauty to the Streets. You know what I'm saying? Helped out a lot of people on Skid Row, man. Unfortunately, you know, she just went home recently. So, you know, you want to say rest in paradise. You know what I'm saying? The Lord bless her and her family. We know she got a chair up there in heaven. Doing good, man. That's what it's about. Doing good. How you live your life on this earth is very important. You can't live a foul life on earth and expect to go to heaven. Don't go that route, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to be good when the cameras is on, when the cameras is off, when you with people, when you by yourself. You got to always do the right thing. When that temptation come upon you, you got to fight that temptation. The whole, you know, meaning of the situation is, you know what I'm saying? Live a good life. She was a good lady, helped a lot of people. Rest in paradise and bless her family. You know what I'm saying? Man, another thing I've been wanting to address is the rash. You know, at least where I'm from, I know it's probably happening a lot of places nowadays, but a couple of, you know, couple of weeks in a row, SDPD involved shootings. I don't know if the people that were involved were unalived, but I know, you know, it's going down. It's kind of, you know, the cold thing about the situation, we don't want to speak upon it, is because situations like this, and you know, I'm not going to talk down on nobody, no police, when they're doing it, because there's some that do their job and play their part to the fullest and do what you got to do and make it back to the house to their family and everything. I respect it. It's a job. But the ones, you know, that go a little bit over the line, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, abuse their situation, they're the ones that make it hard for the ones that play their part. And also, they're the ones that make it us as a community, as taxpayers, always in fear. They're not really fear, you know what I'm saying? Just weary and always feel like they got to be on point when they come around. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and bash police or nothing like that. That's not what I'm about, man. I'm not about nothing like that. And like I said, and there's a bad apple on every bunch. There's good situations, there's bad situations, all upon that person. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that because of what's going on, it makes you weary. And myself, you know what I'm saying? It's to a point now where they even, mean mugging and walking, not really mean mugging, but how they do it, to stare, you know, when you're on foot now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's always been, don't get me wrong, it's always been that way, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with, with law enforcement when they come in different situations in different parts of the world and in the city. It is what it is, man. But I mean, to be, what I'm saying, to like even feeling threatened on foot, it's cold blooded, man. I take my ID with me when I'm walking to the mailbox. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, man, these last couple of weeks, it's been going down as far as police activity involved shootings. All I can say, man, is when you're out there, man, keep your head on the swivel. Don't do nothing you ain't supposed to be doing. Try to stay out the way. Stay below the radar. That's what I do. I stay below the radar. I get in and out. Try to minimize traveling at different times, especially late at night. Unless I'm coming home from work, then because you got to come home or going to work. But as far as like just doing this roaming around in the evening time, because with license, registration, whatever, man, it seems like it don't matter now. So you gotta be aware of your surroundings, man. Like my mom used to always tell me, be aware of your surroundings and watch everything and everybody. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. Man, I guess today, well, technically it's Saturday, but Friday, you know what I'm saying? For those who do it like that, they I guess they had a no work, no school day today. And a lot of people didn't show up in school, and a lot of people didn't show up at work. It's understandable why everything is going on like that, but you got to really think about it. Unless you're really an owner of your own company and know what it's going to do and what it's going to be, you miss work or miss school. I'm not saying don't support what's going on. I'm not never saying that. I'm with the good, never with the, I'm never with the, I'm against the grind. I go against the grind, homie. I'm always with peace and doing the right thing, man. But in situations like this and in that, man, you lose time for work and everything. And like I said, it's worth it. In some causes, it's worth it. But you got to really think about it, man. Even with all this, walking out of school, walking out of work, walking down the street, protesting and everything, is it really being heard? Is it really being soaked in by the powers to be that may be, to know that it's affecting everybody, man? Not just Black people, not just Latino people, not just people of color. I mean, everybody is affected by the situation because everybody ain't with, brutality and negativity and, just the things that are going on right now, man. A lot of people oppose it. I'm one of the people that do oppose it. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. You can put a wig on a pig, it's still a pig. Always remember that. And when the sheds its skin, it just becomes a bigger snake. You know what I'm saying? So but all in all, during all this chaos, you gotta always remember, man, to do the right thing. Stay focused. Stay focused, man. You gotta stay focused. because the world you're living in right now is pretty crazy. And if you don't look out for yourself, who's gonna look out for you? You know what I'm saying? Know that. Remember that, man. Know that. No one's gonna look out for you better than you. You can't expect nobody, especially nowadays, homie, to look out for you if it don't, you know what I'm saying, if it don't benefit them. Don't get me wrong, not everybody's like that. I want you to go in there. I don't want to never, I don't ever want to influence anybody just to go into situations thinking that's all bad. It's not the way you look. You miss a lot of opportunities like that. But you gotta always watch, man. Be aware, because no one's gonna look out for your best interest better than yourself. Believe that. Believe that. Speaking of self, speaking upon a crazy situation, man. Think about it. And I'm not gonna speak all down on nobody or nothing like that, but think about it. I think I want to address this Nicki Minaj situation. Hmm. But my mom used to tell me sometimes some things are best kept to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you felt the way you felt about the person that's, the overseer of this whole situation, then, you know, that's your own opinion and everything. It's your own situation. But a lot of times these cats be out here for personal gain, acting like they're for the people or they for the fans. But a lot of times they for themselves. Got a little card, didn't she? And instead of doing what she's doing, for allegedly, for what I know, she could have just gave up a meal ticket and got the little got the little card, and I guess continued on with her journey here in the United States. But she chose to go the route she did, kind of like, not kind of like really disrespecting a lot of the people that stream her music, buy her merchandise, whatever it may be, from any race. But majority gonna shine a light on the black race and the black community because we were the ones that kind of put her on there. And when I say we, I'm not trying to be racist and act like this and one side, and I'm just keeping it 1,000. That's what I do, homie. We the one that put her up in there, man. When it come to rapping and stuff like that, we don't, anybody should be, allowed to be an MC. Do what you want to do what you got to do, rap. If it's your passion, do it. But you got to always remember, homie, if it ain't okayed, and this goes for anything you try to deal with, if it ain't okayed or accepted by the group or the person, whatever, who created it, and don't get behind it, it really don't go that far. And to know what's going on right now in the world and the cause of it, you know what I'm saying? And to blatantly just like Just say, I'm going for myself. You didn't say so many words, but I'm just going for myself. I don't really care what y'all think. Whatever. Y'all bought my records, whatever. So what? Who cares? Whoop-de blam. I'm getting paid. This, I'm going to do what I got to do. That's what it seemed like to me. And like I said, I'm not going to get all political and everything. But it's just awful cold-blooded. And that a lot of people fake and jump in situations and deal with people to try to get ahead, being fake. Just say being fake to get ahead. And then when they get what they finally get, their true colors show, man. Other words, using people as stepping stones. The stepping stone thing is all bad. I was always taught if I can't get it on my own, I probably do not need it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I try to get it, if somehow I can't get it, the same situation. It's for a reason, man. That's where the faith come in. But understand that she, she was put in a situation because of her first little situation, interaction with them other cats, that people was calling for her head, man. I guess, to get up out of here. And she went and, I guess, played the cards she was dealt and was able to continue on with her journey. I just don't agree with, how it's going on, but I guess, my opinion ain't really nobody's it ain't really, in that situation, I'm just a person with an opinion. Tell the truth, I never really felt her music anyway, man. I'm not a really the Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's and all that. Nah, man, that ain't me. I'm Yo Yo, Queen Latifah, and stuff like that, like lyricists, real rapping ladies, man, Lady of Rage and stuff like that. Who just was out there rapping, homie. They might have did a dance or two, but to go out there naked, no, we didn't do all that, man. They went out there and was just rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's what I respect and I like. You can tell who the MCs is and the MC, the ladies that are, this is my opinion. The ones that are real MCs, they front and forward, man, with the mic and they doing it. The rappers is the ones that turn around all the way and be rapping and shaking their booty and all this and all that because they know that's all they really got to offer. Your pen game is all bad, so you want to go bend over, whatever. Like I said, this is my personal opinion, so but I respect the old school female MCs. I mean, much love to y'all new ones doing your thing, man. Continue on with your journey, keep pushing. But my preference is the old school MC, female MCs. I grew up on that. I came up in a time when it was very rare when they had female rappers, man. With female rappers, you're like, wow. And and she was in 9 times out of 10, man, she was off the hook. Wrote, she was doing her thing, man. Some wrote their own music, some didn't. But it was just, a female MC situation, homie. So, he used to be off the hook. Now, some of these women, homie, and the cold thing about it, the real good female MCs, they not really even getting no exposure, homie. You can find them. Go on YouTube and everything. You hear them out there doing their thing, homie. There's a lot. So shout out to all you female underground MCs. Keep pushing, man. Shout out to all you female MCs really doing your thing, man. It is what it is, but some I'm with, some I'm not. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Late night hyping after the slave. Bloodstone the street preacher, man, gonna bring it to you rough and raw. That's my job. It's my job. I'm the street preacher. Positive vibes on the late night. If you're feeling what I'm feeling, man, like I said, go on and hit that Cash App that's in the comments. I'm independent, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from work, working again, homie. So I'm just trying to get it. But as you can see, man, all my material it's not no negative, nothing like that. It's me just, just trying to get words of motivation or, just going to the gym, doing my music, podcast, just trying to, do the right thing, man. Trying to give it all I got and just see what I can do, man. You never know. So if you tapped in, man, and if you subscribed, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm almost up to 600 subscribers, man. So, I'm going to keep pushing. Same content, same material, all positive, all the time. But, you know, we're going to keep pushing and stay motivated, man. We're going to put the Lord first and foremost. We always going to put the Lord first and foremost, always. You're going to put it in his hands and just keep pushing, homie. That's all we can do. But yeah, man, I'm going to let y'all do y'all thing this evening. Much love, like I said, to those who tapped in. And if you get a chance to catch me live, go ahead and catch the replay, man. And for those who have not, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell, and all is well. Follow me on all digital platforms. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on IG, Bloodstone the Street Preacher. And if all else fails, Google me. Check me out every other Wednesday, coming from the Speedzot or from the headquarters. Shout out to my brother Trey Boogie. You know what I'm saying? We out here we working. Matter of fact, today's my brother Trey Boogie's birthday, man. So happy birthday, my brother. Happy born day. We made it to another one. You made it to another one. God is great. God is great always. So yeah, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. Much love for tapping in, man. Appreciate it. And for those of y'all that do not know, I am Bloodstone, the street preacher, the Rapolutionary, aka the Underhound, Be Up Records, Self-Made Entertainment, independent rhyming, independent grinding, but always 619. And you know what time it is, and you definitely know what it may be. Bloodstone, the street preacher, late night hyping after the SLAVE. Yes, sir.